The Washington Commanders played their first game this Sunday at a home game in the aging FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got some new information about the team's search for its next home. WUSA9 has learned the Commanders considered a second D.C. site for a new stadium, an alternative to historic RFK. It's an option never publicly revealed until now. Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Flack.
Today, we are proud to be the Washington Commanders.
At MGM National Harbor, hope springs eternal at the Washington Commanders Welcome Home Luncheon.
On the field, that means a Lombardi trophy coming home to Washington, D.C. That's what it means.
It also means moving into a new state-of-the-art stadium complex. Even some franchise legends joining the debate over where Washington's future home should be.
It has to be in D.C.
I'm a little biased. I like RFK. Can we fix that up?
I mean, personal choice for me would be to renovate RFK. I think it's everybody's choice.
While the Commanders' well-documented pursuit of that beloved RFK site remains highly unlikely due to federal land use issues and opposition from neighborhood residents and D.C. council members, WUSA9 has learned Commanders front office officials considered a second stadium site in the district, never before reported publicly until now. The site sits in southeast D.C., right across the Anacostia River, on land known as Poplar Point.
Poplar Point is 110 acres, which would go a long way towards helping the team house that stadium and mixed-use retail complex it envisions. But Poplar Point has some challenges as well.
Although the land is in the process of being transferred from federal control to D.C. government control, there are ongoing environmental investigations related to the cleanup of soil contamination to remove hazardous materials. And a source close to the stadium project tells WUSA9 the Poplar Point site, quote, remains a long shot due to regulatory and environmental remediation concerns. The Commanders and team president Jason Wright declined comment for this report.
So I'm so glad you're here today.
All this as Wright continues to make conflicting statements regarding the timing of a stadium decision. When we sat down back in April at FedEx Field, Wright told me the team did not have a target date to be in a new stadium.
Is there any chance that you're playing here after 2027?
Timeline is the craziest thing to talk about at this stage.
But on two different occasions, including just last month, Wright reportedly told Commanders beat writers the team was still hoping to move into a new stadium when the lease on FedEx runs out after the 2026 season.
It is a name that I believe will soon bring a championship back to Washington.
And as the team kicks off a new era in Washington football, questions still linger if the team might ever return to the district to fight for old D.C.
We're not the Maryland Commanders, we're not the Virginia Commanders, we are the Washington Commanders.
Maryland leaders are not waiting on a stadium decision, moving forward with economic development near FedEx without the team. Virginia remains the odds-on favorite, with state lawmakers possibly considering new stadium legislation without tax dollars for owner Daniel Snyder. Eric Flack, WUSA 9.